Hi, I'm Becca Myers. I'm an assistant producer on the Latinx New Play Festival, and today I'm going to teach you how to make borrecas in the style that my grandmother taught me. I'm going to start with one of my favorite fillings. I have a burner on kind of medium heat, and I'm going to toss a bunch of washed mushrooms, and I'm going to let those cook down, and I'm going to just throw a little bit of butter in there because that is what my grandmother taught me. Put butter in anything, it makes it better. While that's cooking on the stove, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my dough, which is the easiest dough that has ever been in the world. And I'm going to teach you my grandmother's secret, so don't tell anybody. 2 cups of flour, which I've put in. I have about a bar of butter. I'm using vegan butter. And I'm using 8 ounces of cream cheese. It's very important to my grandmother that you use like the full fat, like real cream cheese, and I am not using that today. I'm using a vegan cream cheese. So I'm sure I'll hear about that when she sees this video. So I'm just gonna pulse this a couple of times, just like you would do with a pie crust. You can also do this by hand. It will just take longer and it's not worth the trouble. What I'm kind of waiting for is for this dough to start sticking together, and it is doing that now, and right when it starts doing that, I'm done. I'm gonna take some literally salsa from the store, and I'm just gonna pour a couple tablespoons in here. And I want to do this right when the mushrooms are just releasing their juices. So when they soak them back up and get all big again, you get not just the mushroom juice back in the mushrooms, but also the like salsa juice. So I've turned it off. I've let it cool just a little bit, and I'm going to add some cheese. I actually got a recipe book from my grandmother, and in her recipe book, even it says like, you know, some mushrooms, a little bit of salsa. None of this is an exact science. I've taken a couple of hours to let my dough chill for the borrecas. It is pretty chill, and so it's time to start rolling it out. I took just a little bit of the dough so I don't have to work with all of it at one time, and I'm going to take my rolling pin and roll it out pretty thin. When I was planning to make these recipes, I had a couple of things in mind, and I mentioned this one, and I thought, oh, it's a Mexican recipe, of course. And I found out it's actually not a Mexican recipe. It's a recipe that's kind of attributed to the Middle East and to Sephardic Jews. I have a handy dandy borreca maker here that my grandmother got me. I'm going to do one of them with this. So I just cut out a circle. I'm going to put it on top of the borreca maker. And then I take just a little bit of the inside that I want to use and put it right in the middle there and close it on up. And you'll see I'm not very good with this thing, but even not very good with it, I came out with an almost perfect borreca with some nice crimped edges. The other way to do it, which is the way that I normally do it, is I take a wide-mouthed glass and I use it to cut a circle. Look, a beautiful circle. And then I take my circle, I put some of the filling inside, and I close that up like a normal kind of empanada style, and you can even crimp the edges. You hear a lot, especially in America, about Ashkenazi Jews, and Ashkenazi basically means from Germany. It now kind of means more European Jews. Sephardic refers to Jews that probably started somewhere in Spain, and then in 1492, when King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella were like, no, we're going to do Catholicism instead, they all pretty much left Spain and ended up in a lot more Latin countries like Argentina and Mexico. I have all of these just absolutely beautiful memories of doing this with my grandmother and then eating them afterwards, which is maybe the best memory of all. I'll get my whole family involved on these since I'm making them for dinner tonight. And I'm gonna make everybody help me fold them all up. And then I'll put them in the freezer for about 10 or 15 minutes before I bake them. So I just kind of waited, I checked them a couple of times to see when they were finally golden brown. This is what they end up looking like. My beautiful model, NK Spory, is showing us.